Hi, welcome to our presentation. Today we're going to show you our deep tech and also the economic principles behind it. My name is Klaas Kaunhoven. I'm a lifelong startup entrepreneur and an expert for transformation.
My name is Dr. Fabian Freudlinski. To me, as a neuroscientist and impact entrepreneur, it has always been astonishing what humans are able to do together, and shocking how inefficient human collaboration is in reality. So I studied systems and collaboration for a decade now and realized my calling is to forge these insights into software. In the next 10 minutes, we will guide you into our software and show you how it will define the future of industries and present a massive economic opportunity for you. Right now, we are entering a new era, the era of the Symbiotic Web 4.0, the intelligent web of decentralized and democratized value creation. Web 4 is an official key factor in the EU digital agenda and labeled as one of the hot trends by the US government as well. We have translated this into a technology that will redefine how we think about data ownership and value creation. Let me show you how it works. You use various apps on your phone or on your computer all the time. By doing so, you produce data that is currently harvested by only a few corporations without your influence. These digital representations of your behavior form a system of your life's choices. Statistically, each one of you takes 25 significant decisions daily based on about 500 to 1,000 data points. Our technology invites users to share their data voluntarily, augments and analyzes it with AI, secures it on blockchain and rewards users for it. And those users do not act alone, but always in relationships. Imagine we invite all of you, the people in the room, to do this. All of you already form a network, a system. Simplified, that makes about 25 to the power of 30 possible connections between you. The resulting number is truly astronomical, much larger than the number of stars in the known universe. It is thus safe to say that data is infinite, but we need to make sense of it, and the behavior of the users helps us to do so. And this is what Xchange does, translating complexity in every context into actionable relationships and building a brain and long-term memory. Here you have a picture of a knowledge cluster in our database. Everything is connected. This one is one of our platforms where founders manage their startup projects and produce data that we can then connect. Founders have a real problem knowing the next step in building. Our AI can backcast goals in a step-by-step process, adapting the path to each user input. While they use the MicroTools for themselves, the data they collect helps other stakeholders as well, investors with KPIs to prove readiness of the startup, and mentors and experts to collaborate on a need basis for earning virtual shares in the startup. We built digital ecosystems as an operating system. In fact, we can connect any interface, collect any data in a given context, and make sense of any data explicitly because we collaborate with the user. You own your data, you connect and share it, and you benefit from its value. In a nutshell, the Xchange tech suite consists of interfaces and microtools for each stakeholder group of an industry, interconnected to the other stakeholder groups on data level. Plus microservices for co-governance. These are frameworks, or regulations, or rules of conduct mirroring the industry you know analog in a digital framework. And it results in a collaborative hybrid intelligence that we call UCEA. Think of it as a continuously trained industry brain, trained by every interaction between stakeholders. We built our Web 4 operating system standing on the shoulder of giants. Actually, we cast these 3 Nobel Prizes into algorithms and mimic natural ecosystems to produce the current MVP of the Xchange software suite. The science behind systems is well researched. With AI, it's the first time in history that we can actually create Pareto optimal process path for users. We already won 3 awards with this approach and were funded with €1 million during the 2-year R&D period.
Okay, let's put this theory into action. Xchange is infrastructure and Web 4.0 is systemic change. This is where I'm getting goosebumps. This is what's driving me. everyone connected operationally. Data for the best recommendations for everyone at any step. This is collaboration. And it is based on systemic analysis. Now let me show you 3 examples. My first example is Xchange. It's for your industry basically. So we identified the same problems and patterns in the startup industry, M&A, succession, and all other direct investment cases. We create digital ecosystem, and we are able to consolidate markets. Either buy and build, we are taking over company links and Beteiligungsbörse at the moment because of our technology, or license and build through a huge lock-in effect. We have secured stakeholders as pilot partners to build together as a principle. Family offices, PE funds, incubators, fund builders, and, for example, the Hamburg Stock Exchange. So, what patterns did we find? We started the biggest one. For targets to become investment qualified is a gap. So we built a management tool. Imagine, for example, for a founder, we have built a digital AI-driven incubator, solving a concrete problem for founders to know their next step and to have support. Or management has an AI-driven qualification path to become M&A ready. Our AI is able to recommend steps based on the status quo. We then know the operational reality of the target, not only financial data, and are able to build a whole new set of real-life KPIs for the deal phase. In deal flow, also a pattern and a gap. What do your investors look for, and when is a project qualified? Just put it in as your requirement, and then you can lean back and wait until a target qualifies. Have your own watch list. It is solving your problem of screening through too many pitch decks and a long due diligence process. And post-deal, we change reporting to a continuous management KPI-based flow between you and your asset. The kicker? Our AI is learning with every action, every success, and every failure, and gets better at prediction, steps, potential, success. And in any use case, there are either mentors or M&A consultants who participate by contributing skill, guidance, and knowledge. A collaborative pre-vetting, if you will. For example, in the startup industry, mentors can earn virtual shares through their contribution. And that opens up secondary markets. Now, our health ecosystem case, One Life, is a game changer for the health system. The problems: 7-minute time per patient. 70% are overwhelmed by data, by info, and both sides. Patients are not guided, and because of this, plus 50% of the doctors experience burnout. And we solve it like this. The client is having a companion app. There's education, tracking of symptoms and life behavior, managing the process like blood work. And all this data we are pushing to the practitioner who has a dashboard, the latest knowledge and AI preparing the case with recommendations. And this is becoming then a relationship longer than the visit. And an app that adapts to your current health focus and guides you in your individual process. Imagine the global health tech, underserved communities. We can solve that digitally through a digital medical ecosystem and brain. We build startups with industry experts and venture studios. They are pilot partners and our investors. Why? Because collaboration has a calculated value. In this case, we expect a saving of 10 million per year for the partner, justifying a step-by-step investment in the industry vertical. And this is systems change, one industry at a time.
Now, Xchange is not only about superscaling. Our purpose is to create a better world for people and planet. This is not just a claim. Our data and economic models match to 89% with impact investment criteria. And it's also not just wishful thinking for the future. We are lining up clients and partners already that change their industries across all 3 sustainability pillars. Consequently, we do not brand ourselves as an impact startup, but positive impact is ingrained in the very architecture of our technology.
So how do we scale? We are providing MicroTools to stakeholders as white label solutions. They become operators, having their operating system. They onboard their projects, their clients, their network, users to collaborate with, their ecosystem, following their usual business behavior. Our potential? We identified 60 plus industry verticals suitable for collaboration. That is 5,000 potential operators per vertical, leading to 300,000 white labels and 150 million users per month, which is 500 users per white label. So each vertical becomes a huge network of ecosystem, but connected, a flywheel. To look at your industry, you are sitting here in this room. You are actually a network doing a club deal. Imagine this is hybrid. Okay, we always need events and lunches, but digitally accompanied or fully decentral. Plus, we are creating secondary markets because all data is valuable. Ask me please later via email for other use cases like real estate, build planning, sustainability, education, or how we support replanting the Amazon forest. Our status quo, the deep tech is MVP ready. Xcamp and OneLife, our verticals, are ready to go to market, and consolidation is in progress. So we invite you to invest into Xchange so that we can build the next level of our deep tech and up to 5 industry use cases per year. And our business model? We are building industry verticals as founders with dedicated co-founding teams. We have a license fee for our deep tech usage, and we expect exits in the next 6 years. So that means we have in 6 years 25 verticals, and 5 of them are already in exit stage in year 6 and 5 in late stage. That means an aggregated value of 2.2 billion euros in year 6. With that saying, there's a pipeline of 50 more verticals with a total value of 5.5 billion. So all verticals remain customers and pay upscaled license fees. So join us to create the future of the internet, as announced by the EU Core Digital Strategy and an USA trend.